Hey you guys, I'm back better than ever with a second video for today. Today, I'm going to be coming with like an unpopular opinion of the whole like Love is Blind franchise, the whole show Love is Blind. I also made you another video cuz I was reading an article and it was talking about like Love is Blind season 7 and like what might happen on like Love is Blind season 7. It was like a whole article about it. But today, I'm going to be coming up with an unpopular opinion of why I personally think that Love is Blind season 5 was like one of my favorite seasons. I have like a whole ranking of like, but like my top 3 favorite seasons from Love is Blind is season 1, season 5, and then season 6. Yeah, I think I said it right. Yeah, season 1, season 5, season 6, and then I have to say season 2, season 4, then season 3. But long story short, all the seasons are good all together, but when I tell you, let me try to put this up. Let's try to put this up because this like looks down weird, like, or I don't know if it looks fine right here. I don't know if it looks fine all back. Y'all tell me in the comments. Does this look fine all back? Like, and I need like a white screen, like something. Hold up, let me pull up a light screen on my MacBook so that I could like I have better lighting for y'all. But I'm gonna just get right into the gist of everything. Sorry, because I feel like we have to talk about it. Like, so, I think I watched this season just recently. Like, literally, I would say like I just finished the whole season yesterday, and to me, Love is Blind season 5 was like personally, in my opinion, one of like the best seasons to me. Like, I don't know, the drama was just immaculate. Like, the drama was so juicy. Like, yes, and even though there wasn't many like good storylines and like they left a lot of parts out, it was still like, even reading what happened behind the scenes, it was still juicy to me for this season. Like, I don't know, like this season to me was still juicy. Like, even with the stuff being cut out, even with Renee's stuff being like cut out, I don't know, like I was talking to my friend recently and she was like, girl, like you should personally, oh my god, why is my edges? But yeah, she was like, girl, like you should personally watch Love is Blind season 5, because I literally had watched all the 4 seasons and I watched this recent season, Love is Blind season 6. But I didn't watch Love is Blind season 5 because I was just hearing on the internet that it was just the worst season, like overall. Like, it was just the worst season overall. Like, I heard that Love is Blind season 5 was like one of the worst seasons. So when my friend was like, oh, like go watch Love is Blind season 5, I was like, how you gonna tell me to watch Love is Blind season 5 when people are saying that it was one of the worst seasons ever? And I was like, I was on social media, like reading what happened with the whole cast, what happened with the couples, why only one couple made it to the altar, which was Lydia and Milton. I love Lydia and Milton. I adore them. Like, they're the cutest couple. I don't know, my opinion. But like, I was like, so then I go ahead and I watch it. And some of this stuff is juicy. Like, some of this stuff is actually juicy. Like, just the storylines, in my defense, was just super juicy. I'm not gonna get too in depth into it because like the season aired like literally last year. I think in like fall of 2023. The season aired fall of 2023, and it's like me going into depth in it. It's just unnecessary because like it already happened and like people already talked about it on other channels. But I'm gonna just be like, the reason, like, I'm gonna just be like talking about surface level stuff, like why this season to me was my second favorite and why like Love is Blind season 5, like this season was actually a good season to me. Like, just the storylines behind the scenes, just some of like the storylines, like even with just the 2 couples that were just left, like some of these storylines I could even relate to personally. Like, some of these storylines I was able to relate to them personally. And it's so funny to me because it's just like I could relate to some of the cast members personally. Like, I was relating to their stories on the show personally. And it was just like what they went through. I was like, oh my god, like I see you in my shoes. Like, I see them in my shoes. Like, I just see through them. Like, when they would talk about something, like I just saw through them. Just the way how they would speak on stuff, I saw through that. The drama at the barbecue was also dramatic and juicy to me. The drama in the pods was super juicy to me. The drama with Johnny and Stacy was, ooh, that was chef's kiss drama. Like, I don't know, in my defense, like, just, yes, even though it wasn't like maybe like a lot, me, even though it was a lot that got cut out, even me watching like the stuff after the show, it still made the season juicy. Like even watching the podcast after the show, it still made the whole show juicy. It still made, sorry, this is background noise. My dog is being obnoxious. I have background noise. It's so bad. But yeah, like even me watching podcasts after, like it just became even more juicy to me. Like just see what happens like after the show. I don't know. To me, this season was just, ooh, like just, there was, I can't really say it on this channel because it's just like this show already happened. I'm like, I don't want people coming for me if I like talk about it, because this storyline was super controversial. And honestly, like I've been there as well. If you know, you know. Like just there was one storyline where like this one couple, like they had like somebody called off the wedding, or like somebody said no at the altar because like this like one of the guys, like he didn't really have his like life together when it came to like being an adult. I don't even know. And she rejected him for that, which I mean I don't blame her for. But I was also just like, just the way how like some of the storylines, me watching it, was just so controversial. Like there was one particular couple that I was like, this is so controversial. This like, I don't know, like I could just relate so much to this, like to one couple, to two couples. Like, I don't know, the couple storylines was interesting to watch for me. I'm not gonna lie, the whole Lydia, Milton, and Aaliyah situation was kind of boring to me. I didn't really care too much about that. Like, but honestly, I kind of feel like that Aaliyah could have stayed on the Aaliyah could have stayed and like still seeks things out with Uche if she wanted to and just trusted the process. I don't know. I have so much thoughts on that, but I'm not gonna say too much about that. But like to me, like you had so much drama. This to me that was like there was just so much drama, and I'm like I was even like reading what was like, and then I think when the show aired, like I didn't watch it like fully, but I was watching what was happening on social media about this show, and just the way how people would just talk about this show, like how this was like a bad season. And I was like, oh, this must be a bad season. But I'm like, when I watch it myself, this season was not really that bad. Like when I watched the season myself, this season was kind of juicy to me. But like the way how people are saying like this season was kind of bad, this season was trash, I was like, like to me it was, the drama was pretty up there. And like, okay, I get it. Like there was like I get it. Like there wasn't really a lot of marriages, but it's just like honestly, like when I see like couples that don't get married, like at the end of like the show, I don't know. For me, it's like some good juicy tea to me. Like I don't know. For me to watch only one couple getting married that season was kind of like juicy tea for me. In my defense, just seeing like how like 5 couples just broke up, just seeing how like, yeah, like 5 couples broke up, 3 couples, I think, seeing how like 3 couples went home or something like that, or like 2 couples went home during the show, I believe, or was it 1 couple, I forget. But just seeing like people just drop like flies this whole season was kind of just so traumatic to me. Just it, to me it was juicy. Even watching the whole situation with the girl wearing makeup and the guy like art, I don't know, that season was just super juicy to me. Like it was just kind of like, it was interesting for me to watch, like just to see like literally that many couples get into it with each other like on this season. And like even some of the friendships, like I heard, and then when I was hearing some stuff behind the tea with the friendships, I heard one girl on the season had a group chat, and she was like blocking people off that group chat or something like that. Like for some reason she would block people off that group chat, and to me that was interesting. So she would like kick people off the group chat. It was another 2 set of people who like they just could not mesh well with each other. Like one girl called another person like a shit person. I was like, this is juicy. Like just the way how like the friendships were like just dropping like flies was very juicy to me. Like to me this was like a very, very juicy season. Just me like watching what happens after. I don't know, maybe it's what happened behind the scenes and like what happens like after shows, what happened after the show that made it really juicy. But just even just like watching one couple made that whole season like just stick out to me for whatever reason. I don't know why this season is just so juicy to me, like why I actually like kind of love this season. before season one. Season one was also juicy as well, but it's just like the way how like people just acted this season, like the way how people got into it this season, like it was a lot of like yelling, a lot of arguing, like just a lot of like, ooh, like it was some good tea. Like, I don't know, to me, it was just to me, I kind of loved watching like the interviews, watching what happened after the show, watching podcasts, people talk about it. Like, my God, like I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed watching it. But the reason why I wanted like to make this video, because it's just like I heard a lot of people saying how like this show was kind of like, this season of Love is Blind was very boring, like just very wasteful, like they should just scratch the season. People were saying that on podcasts, like they should just scratch the season, how it was just super boring, just super bad, like just so like, ooh, like just so juicy. And I don't know, me watching this season like was actually like, it actually ate. Like I just have such a different opinion about this season than like the whole world, I guess. Or like some people may be with me, but like the majority think that this season is just like not it. But I think that this season kind of is like very juicy. I'm looking forward I'm looking forward to watching what happens on like Love is Blind season 7. I'm looking forward to watching like later seasons, like I don't know. Comment down below if you want me to share some tea on like what may happen, like what I like. If you want me to share a tea on like, share some tea on an article I read about Love is Blind season 7, because I was reading that article and that was kind of juicy to me. Just reading I was like reading that article or whatever like that, and I was kind of like reading how like I think there's gonna be like there's gonna be like sisters on season 7, like just sisters on season 7, and then it's gonna be like I heard like that the producers on Love is Blind season 7 were like getting into it with like, no, they weren't getting into it, but like they were having some like kind of issues with like one of the castmates or like even the sisters on that season, about like how like people were faking things when they were like meeting each other at like reveal day. There was like a lot of issues on reveal day on Love is Blind season 7, I heard. I also heard like on Love is Blind season 7, like people were kind of like crying, people were going home, the producers were just complaining. And I just feel like there was like a lot of fights. Like I was just reading the article, like just scrolling down, and it was just so much tea that was just spilling to me. Just how the producer just felt about some people, like just the way how like some people were just like, how like you had like some people like just faking. Like I heard that people were faking things on the show. I also heard that like, I forget, but like people crying, people, I don't know if there's any rivals, but I heard like it was just very juicy. Like I heard some people like were acting fake, people were not being authentic. So I don't know, I just read I read something about like what's gonna be happening season 7, like what transpires on season 7 with like the producers and like some of the castmates. So this may be a also dramatic and juicy season, I'm thinking, and we may not have that many couples making it to marriage this season. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. So I may do a video on that. I may read the article and like just take down some notes and like review and like tell you guys what like I've heard about Love is Blind season 7 and like the tea on that. And comment down below if you guys want to see that, because I think it's really juicy. Like I just think it's really juicy. Like I'm kind of looking forward to like tell you guys like what I read in the article about this next season. I don't even know where this next season is going to be filmed. I have a feeling it's going to be filmed in Washington, D.C. That's in my opinion. Let me try to find the article. Season 7 article. Because now that I think about it, it's like, also this article is on vulture.com. I might put it in my description box. But hold up. Let me do some magic here. So now I'm hearing that like they're filming this upcoming 7th season of Netflix signature dating reality. They know they'll so this is what I'm reading. They're filming the upcoming 7th season of Netflix signature dating reality show. They know they'll have to make cuts, and this couple is obviously on the chopping block. The man Joss asked producers beforehand whether they could help him get a prenup, which seems to confirm their suspicion that he and his new fiance are. Oh, okay. Okay. So I think there's a married couple. I mean, of course, it has to be. In order not to spoil this upcoming future season, names have been changed. Apparently, the woman Kayla is the only remaining cast member who hasn't said "I love you." When Josh and Kayla walk toward each other, she squeals. He slings his suit jacket over her bare shoulders. Kayla tells him she swears her butt is usually bigger, but she hasn't worked out in 2 weeks. Oh, okay. You've got a great body, Justice. Because 20 minutes are allotted. I just saw that I just heard some tea. 20 minutes are allotted for this first meeting, and when time is up, they both walk back through their separate doors without turning around for a last look. So this is a red flag for producers who stare at the details of each reveal, which, with the analytical intensity of commenters reviewing slow-mo sports footage, this feels like our worst couple right now, Colleen says. Let's see how the other ones play out. But it just feels fake. I said fake before reading this article. The mornings, other reveals go better. One couple may not be good for each other long term, but they've clearly enjoying themselves. Oh, so I think this might be a good season, actually. Sorry. There is an almost alarming amount of giggling. Another couple, Wyatt and Harper, had an emotional connection before they could meet, but their in-person energies are out of sync. She is self-possessed. He is so overwhelmed. He's shaky and stumbling. I find so many marriages work when it's like the kindest men and the coldest women, says Allie. Yeah. Both of these reveals feel promising, even and maybe especially the mismatched one. Awkwardness honors. She needs a guy like that, Colleen says. It's everything the producers were hoping for. They're adorable, a little intense, a bit unlikely as a pair, but maybe actually perfect for each other. The reveals are a crucial stage of Love is Blind refers to. Yeah. What else? Okay, after reveals day, producers follow a handful of engaged couples as, yeah, we read that. So we may have a lot of, so I think next season there may be a lot of marriages. Maybe we'll get 3 marriages in Love is Blind season 7. But I did hear a little bit of like some tea that I also was reading in this article that I was just like, I was just reading some tea. I was reading like just some tea. Oh, 2 days before filming begins on season 7, the cast meet one another for orientation in a nondescript chain hotel ballroom in Sherman Oaks. They're separated by sex. First, women have gathered. Okay, when cast members enter the pods, Colleen drops by the show's lounge twice a day, once in the morning and then around dinner time. These are meant to be informational sessions with advice about how to make the most about the experience. On the first day morning, Colleen brings up about alcohol on set. You're all coming here with the hope of finding someone that you will really fall in love with, he tells the women. Oh, someone says a cast member who does not want to answer those questions may not be ready for marriage. When their dates are over, he says the audio will simply cut out. They should make sure to write down everyone's names, because if they forget them, the producers will not help them out and they won't be able to put those people in their ranking sheets. Yeah, whatever, yeah. Yeah, so this season includes 2 sisters who decide not to talk about their family connection and when introducing themselves to the pods. One man realizes that they have both described similar childhoods and culture backgrounds, puts the pieces together. Some of the cast diverge from the talking points. One woman talks about controversial theories she believes, including that the moon landing was faked without body language. Oh, okay. The men she's dating can't seem to tell whether she's trolling them. Season 7 follows people from Washington, D.C. area, and a few dates are quickly derailed by politics. A handsome consultant type describes himself as a patriot, and although he can't see it, the woman across from him winces. Oh, wait, okay. One of the producers immediately wanted her to go into for an interview, and she's puffy red. Angelina says she could barely form sentences, and she was like, "Guys, do you think I have to do this interview?" I was like, "Absolutely, do not do this." Yeah, I don't know. 2 days into my time on set, a woman who has had 2 dates in a row breaks down in the lounge. She insists that the producers have done this to her. They are trying to break her, she says, weeping to the other woman who listens sympathetically. This is a trap to create more drama. Ooh, ooh. I mentioned it to Colleen, who hasn't been following. Are the producers bad? Are the producers just bad for Love Is Blind? I don't know. He's been staring at his laptop, working on an edit for the previous season. He doesn't particularly care who any of these people are until they've made it out of the proposal stage. This early in the season, he has barely learned their names. In the control room, there's a large whiteboard with magnetized photos of each cast member, which the production team moves around throughout filming to keep track of who is paired up with whom and who's deciding between more than one person. On the first day of filming, a few Netflix executives stopped by to see how the season is shaping up. They put sticky notes on some of the photos to indicate their favorites. They're the ones I want to track, one of them says, that's what you have to do to track, I think 5 or 6 couples. Oh, I know I'm a main storyline, the anxious woman says to her cohort in the lounge, but she isn't. Ooh. Ooh. So basically, this one girl that I thought that she was going to be the main storyline, but she apparently was not. Are they going to be cutting out some stuff that we want to see on the show? No one is until after filming ends, and the editors go back and start piecing together everything that happened. Isolated in the pods, which producers observed them from a room control, it could feel as if they were being manipulated even when they were not. On reveals day, I glanced at the whiteboard again, where the final couples are now lined up in pairs. Nearly all of the sticky noted cast members left. Huh? This is some good tea. Nearly all of the sticky noted cast members left. About a week into filming, the sisters Angelina and Emma decide it's time to go. Angelina tells the guy she's been dating that she really is interested in him, but she can't imagine saying yes to proposal and does not want to deal with the pressure of shooting the reveals. The days were very long and the cameras were a lot, she tells me afterwards. The next morning, I watched Colleen and Simpson, which is not their real names, do her exit interview as well as one for Emma. Ooh, so are people leaving the show? So are the people who are supposed to be the main characters on the show leaving, like the main cast members on the show leaving? So did a lot of people leave the show? This is gonna be some juicy stuff. The days were very long and the cameras were a lot, she tells me afterwards. The next morning, I watched Colleen exit interview, juicy, as well as for one for Emma and the guy she has been dating, Lucas. Someone will reach out about aftercare, Colleen tells them. If you guys want to go see a therapist. A therapist? Ooh, we mentioning therapist? Y'all, get therapy before going on reality shows. But anyways, he starts to say, probably need one now, Lucas interjects. Is this tearing people's mental health? This some juicy... Y'all, go read this article. Y'all, I'm gonna put it in my description box. But go, yo, if y'all don't read this article, go read this article. Go read this article. I'm gonna do a part 2 on this. But I love that you say that, Colleen replies. Colleen, you spent a lot of time speaking about your feelings in a way that you don't in the outside world. This is gonna be an interesting season. To just go cold turkey on that, it's weird, right? So hey, go talk to somebody. We pay for it. This is the kind of experience the casting team tells potential... Sorry, I'm speaking too fast. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I knew I was going to give my phone away, but I didn't know I'd be put... Oh, this is about the whole lawsuit with Love is Blind. Yeah, no, we can... Yeah, we don't care about that. Eventually, wait. I'm trying to find more clues that I got. I'm gonna read other articles, and I'm gonna just... Back in the control room on Reveals Day for season 7, Colleen is watching a couple whose path to the altar feels uncertain. The woman, Chloe, is underwhelmed by how her fiance looks. She had pictured one kind of person, and he does not fit that image. The man, Ethan, reads like a classic reality show guy, as though he's perpetually on the verge of shooting finger guns at a camera operator. Chloe's distaste, Colleen notes, is at least honest. Besides, one producer says many people in this cast have been conscious of how they look and sound. Chloe seems less self-conscious. We want to follow the ones who we feel are genuine, Colleen says. We don't want people to do stuff for TV, which be so for real. Anyways, Chloe and Ethan are young. They're appealing characters, and there's tension between them. Although Colleen and Simpson aren't invested in them. I think these are the producers. So I think Colleen and Simpson are producers, aren't invested in them at this point. Simpson notes that all of her young post-production team members care more about them than anyone else. What did you like about them? Colleen asks a younger producer standing nearby. I like that he gives off F-boy energy, but he has an underlayer, she says. He's a cat owner. No one seems to think the two are destined for marriage, but they're entertaining to watch. If there were dates going on, the producer said, I'd specifically tune into theirs. They are authentic in the sense that they're authentically compelling to watch. From my perspective, it seems impossible to tease apart whether Chloe has decided she would genuinely like to give Ethan a chance, or whether she genuinely wants to be on this television show. Ooh, not a producer clocking somebody's tea now. With each new season, At the end, all of us went there for all the reasons, one cast member tells me. We want to be on TV and we want to find love. It's one. So I guess, wait, let me see another article. I'm already at 30 minutes. Oh my God. So I think this next season is going to be in Washington, D.C. That's what I found. But so it's going to be set in Washington, D.C. So in the remarkable move of the Vulture piece of highlights, several season 7 contestants range from vague description of personality types, traits, and dates, like the above Ben Shapiro impression, to quotes from the standout cast members. All names were changed for the article, but some moments that still could make it to air include a woman who talks about conspiracy theories she believes, including that the moon landing was faked. Two sisters, so it's going to be two sisters who decide not to talk about their family connection when introducing themselves in the pods until one man figures it out. And a woman who has had 2 distraught dates in a row and breaks down in the lounge. The sisters, given the Monica's, Angelina, and Emma, reportedly leave the show a week into the pods without getting engaged. This is some juicy tea. Like, I literally cannot wrap my head around this tea. Do what you want with it, but like, I'm gonna have to edit this video long way. I'm gonna just keep reading. I love me a good article. I'm about to be reading. I'm gonna be doing recaps on more articles about this upcoming season. I'm gonna put the articles on my description. But this is crazy. The article also includes descriptions of 3 post-engagement reveals, which have the biggest chance of making it to air among all the pieces and sitters. There's Joss and Kayla. The latter is the only cast member who's yet to say "I love you" at the time, while the former asked producers beforehand whether they could help him get a prenup. There's Wyatt and Harper, who had an emotional connection. So I think these names are not real names. Who had an emotional connection before they could meet, but their in-person energies are out of sync. She is self-possessed. He is so overwhelmed. He's shaky and stumbling. The piece also ends with Chloe and Ethan, who many of the post-production team members enjoy watching the most. No one seems to think the two are destined for marriage, but they are entertaining to watch. Sounds like the new season will have plenty of drama to follow. This is what this second article I'm reading ends with. This is some juicy tea. Like, my God. Like, this is some juicy tea now. Wait. Yo. I'm a read and see. I don't even like reading. The fact that... comment down below if I'm really doing Lord's work. This is some juicy tea. Oh, so okay. I think it's going to be in Washington, D.C. I think it may be in D.C. I'm not 100% sure, but this is just an article of nothing. I didn't really get anything out of this article. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Like, this is juicy. I don't know. It's juicy to me. It's juicy to me. If it's good to me. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch this video. But if you like to, like, you know, if you're nosy, The iconic golden wine goblets remain a staple, symbolizing the intimate yet high stakes nature of blind dating. High stakes? What is high stakes? But anyway, so it's gonna be a lot for me to like just recap, but I'm gonna be recapping more stuff on like what I found about this next season that I think is gonna happen. So I have an idea that this season is gonna be filmed in Washington D.C. They're gonna have two sisters that leave the show a week, I think, into the show. One person breaks down. You're gonna have, I think it's gonna may only be like three people who make it to the altar. I don't know, just me reading this was just very juicy. It's giving we may have like 3 marriages with like super good drama and like juicy stuff. But comment down below what y'all think about this whole video. Comment down below what y'all think will happen on season 7 of Love is Blind. What y'all think about this next upcoming season of Love is Blind. Comment down below like your thoughts, like anything. Just comment down below anything. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next video in my recaps and stuff that I may have to drop like a bomb. Like I may have to recap on like good. But anyways, bye bye.